Well, now that it's over and everything's been reported, it's been verified and certified, smokified, we know something really bizarro world is going on, don't we? And we knew for a while that it was going to be this way, yes? Because we've talked about this year and 2020 since at least 2017. Here's my video, Obama, the last American president. Because I had said specifically in this video and many others, because of the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, which, by the way, since it's happened, we had a volcano go off in Hawaii on the day of the conjunction. We had the first ever suicide attack, suicide bomb, whatever, go off on Christmas Day, and the Capitol was stormed just a handful, 2 weeks later. So, needless to say, it's chaotic like we thought. And that's just the shift, man. That's why I try to show you that part in Twin Peaks. It's the shift. It's not like that day. It's the shift. Even though that day was volcano went off anyway, just like in 1980. But this is all part of a play that's finally playing out. So back in 2017, I said that I didn't think that Trump would be there. I specifically said that several times. Trump won't even be there, man. And the guy's not going to finish serving. He's not going to finish serving his full term. Something's going to happen. I don't know what it is. Assassination, power grid, terror attack. Excuse me, who knows? I've said it several times throughout the years, many times. And what happened? The guy wasn't there. He sure wasn't. Impeached twice. And I even read to you using a Saturn and Jupiter alignment prediction from back in the 90s, how someone used a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction to predict that something would happen to Bill Clinton, and then Bill Clinton was impeached. And I used that same impeachment example for why I thought something was going to happen to Trump, like he may even get impeached. And I said if it was going to happen, it would happen in September, and that's when it happened. Remember, it all started in September? And I said that this same time around 2017, 2018. Then 2 or 3 years later, it started exactly in September. I said something's going to cause that guy to not be there. Okay? And then he wasn't, was he? So check this out. Something weird's going on. Something weird's going on. So whenever Biden took control, he was sworn in 12 minutes early, okay? And it's caused such a controversy that's being reported on because the Constitution is very, very specific. So he finished reciting his oath of office at 11:48 a.m. Wednesday, 12 minutes early. So as I said in this video, Trump would not serve his full term. He didn't. He had 12 minutes left, and they took it. Well, they didn't take it. It's all scripted, all part of the plan. Because this is going to come up. I'm going to show you something. Something weird's going on. And I'm going to show you that means something. I'm going to show it to you. We're going to see what, but it means something. Because this is still, all this drama is not over yet. That inauguration, did you see how that speech was insane, man? That dude was out there just laying it down. There have been 2 speeches that I thought have just been incredible since I've been watching this stuff since 2012. True story. The word Hiroshima, it means the destruction of America, because that's supposedly the name of the plan that Osama bin Laden was going to use on the United States on 9/11 originally. Several different major cities blown up all at the same time. It was called Hiroshima. And Stephen Hawking has literally even wrote about it himself, how 2020 is the real 2012 because of a miscalculation of the Mayans. And many of other people have proven that as well. So my name literally means the destruction of America in 2020. And that is exactly what happened last year. Because a virus broke out, and then we did the exact same thing and demanded that we do the exact same thing that a communist country does. So you'll walk around seeing a bunch of people dressed like commies right now, being told to dress like commies. And my channel started on January 3rd. That's the day of the assassination of Soleimani. That is still we're waiting on revenge for. Iranians even came out and said, we're going to kill Trump over this shit. Really, that's funny because my channel 9 years ago, said you were going to do that same shit on that day and everything, trigger the whole destruction of America. And so I have to sit here and for 4 years hear people, this guy's going to get reelected, and then he's going to arrest all these people. I had people in my family. That's why I'm completely isolated now, because no matter what I say, they don't care. Nobody listens. And that's what sucks. Like, this shit kills me. Like, there are people I want to talk to. There really are. But we're not speaking because there's no reason to talk to you. You're not going to listen. You're going to run this into the ground because you're just not going to listen. I would love to have a conversation. There are a few people out there that I'm really dying that I miss and I'd love to talk to. But I just don't, because there's no reason to, because you're not going to listen. We cannot have a conversation. It can only be your way. And so when I said no arrests are going to be made, he's not going to be reelected, look what happened. And what's funny is I even had someone contact me on Facebook. Man, I'm not going to get back to you. I'm not going to do it. I seen you message me. I'm not going to get back to you. I'm not interested. You have more studying to do. You have more studying to do. So until you learn things, like I told you to go look, don't talk to me because you don't know what you're doing. You yourself, and here's an example why we don't need to speak. You yourself, while you're getting after me, call me a fearmonger, me telling everybody since at least 2017 how bad 2020 was going to be and beyond. You came out in a video yourself earlier last year, like around what, May or June of last year, excuse me the timing, but sometime well after the corona stuff happened and all the lockdowns happened. You said yourself you didn't think it was going to be this bad. Dude, there are mothers saying they won't even see their son. There are mothers, not even just mine, I have friends, their mothers won't even talk to them, they won't even see them because they're scared. This separation is unbelievable. And see, now you agree with me. So we're not going to talk. Because I try to tell you, I don't think so. And then you literally say, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for all the cool things and conversations, but we're not speaking because I'm not going to, that's why. That's why I'm not talking to a lot of people. It sucks too, man. This stuff hurts. It really, really does. But we can't have a conversation. Because you just don't want to listen, you don't even care, and you don't even care about me. And that's the thing. A lot of you got yourself worked up in these stories and things that you know me, or that you care about me, or that you love me. Then things wouldn't, okay? I'm just done. So like I said, and here's another thing. This is my favorite. You see this? This is one of my songs. I did that stupid This Is How We Do It cover. I released it May 11th, 2019. This was going to be the cover of my new album until I got my TV show contract. That pushed this off because I'd more focused on that. You've been warned. This came out in 2019. Another name for corona is the sun. Now, I did not know, and I'm going to admit this, I did not know that your life is going to change because of corona. I have been saying since 2017 that your personal life is going to change in 2020 and beyond. That everything was going to be done differently in so many videos. Now, I did not know, I will self-admitted no, I did not know that it was going to be called corona. But and that's still going to happen, because the next big thing is going to be a solar flare, a blackout, a CME, an eruption, and that's going to happen when the twins meet, because sparks are going to fly. But we don't know when that is because no one cares about love. They care about themselves. So whether or not, here, look, Spirit's speaking through you, or through me to tell you people, one way or another. You've been warned. 2019, big ass picture of the sun. 2017, Obama's the last American president to serve a full term, because Trump's not going to be there getting sworn in. It's not going to happen. He's not going to be transferred. If there's something, I don't know what's going to happen. I even thought for a while that there wasn't even going to be an election. But then it kind of looked like, and I even changed that over the years. Like, well, it does look like there's still going to be an election after all. But there will not be both of them over. They will both not be standing there on Inauguration Day transferring power. It's not going to happen. Okay, so back to this. This really hurts, man. This stuff sucks. I just wish, because this can so easily be fixed, people. This all can be so easily be fixed. It can so easily be fixed. This meant something, okay? This meant something just in 2013, so just 8 years ago, it was a big deal that these guys were sworn in on time. So once again, Biden was sworn in early, 11:48, 12 minutes early. This meant something. I'll show you. This meant something so much 8 years ago, that Obama was sworn in twice. Did you know this? I didn't. Until I found all this shit, researching this a couple days ago. So when Obama was voted in 2012, Inauguration Day fell on a Sunday in 2013, forcing inauguration festivities to be scheduled for the following day. But the Constitution required the president to take the oath at noon on January 20th. So the Constitution requires, you see that? Not just on January 20th, at noon on January 20th. So what they did is they had a private swearing-in ceremony on the 20th in the White House, and then they did a public one the next day on the 21st. So 8 years ago, it meant so much that it was done on time on the right day that they did multiple inaugurations. So something is going on. And the true inauguration day of the United States was March. You see, the Constitution of the United States had established March 4th as inauguration day. But it wasn't until Hitler took power in 1933 that the ratification of the 20th Amendment came out, and then they moved it to January. Because like I told you, the zodiac, the true calendar starts in the zodiac in March. So the United States used to start its presidency right along with the stars at the beginning of the year in March. So there was crazy shit. That guy, I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there. Anyway, I got sidetracked earlier when I was talking about that. Sitting there watching that shit. And that guy, it was like, who was that dude? Like, he didn't stutter, he didn't stammer. It was a fantastic speech. Again, before I got sidetracked, there have been 2 speeches in the 9 years since I've had this channel that have literally like rocked my world and almost made me believe. That was one of them. In Trump's campaign speech, or his I'm gonna run for presidency speech. I get why people do it as a little moon magic. I mean, it was incredible. I'm not shitting you. For about 5 seconds, I believed him. I was like, the guy was saying, I mean, incredible things. He was saying the truth, and I was literally like, oh my, I can't believe it. This is gonna. Oh wait a minute, he's a billionaire and he sucks. I mean, they're like 5 full seconds. That's how good it was. So I get how it worked. But to myself, I'm watching this and I'm like, this is literally like probably the best inauguration speech I've ever heard. And no shit, like the next day, Chris Wallace, I think it was, from Fox News came out and said it was the best inauguration speech I've ever heard. So I was like, what the hell is going on here? Has this dude just been preparing for this speech the whole time? Because this is going off and amazing. I mean, put Bill Clinton to sleep. But, I mean, so something's still up. I still think so. And like I told you anyway, it didn't matter because remember the Great Conjunction happened every 20 years. So I told you, you got about at least 14 months, man, at best. Is that right? 12, May, 16. Yeah, excuse me, 16 months. Because remember, the last one happened in 2000, and then it was 2001, September. It happened in May of 2000, the conjunction, and then it was September of 2001 that 9/11 happened. So you got at least 16 months of thinking that something big can still take place. But the biggest thing you need to look for is, remember, the solar eclipse I told you, the 2024. That's how you know it doesn't matter. That's the big sign. That's how you know it's done by 2024. Hold on, because I need to waste time if I'm running out. That's what really matters. That's how you know it doesn't matter about when to expect it. Remember, we just know March is going to be big. April, remember April 4th. Let me pull another. Oh, hold on. These are big dates too. Remember April 15th-ish, 18th and stuff. Remember I made this video April 10th, 2018 and said look out for these dates, and it was literally April 15th the next year that Notre Dame burnt down, and I went into it in this video. So you have March to look for, April look for. The 923s, which is your June 23s, 911s and stuff. I'm just trying to get this all out of here because this will probably be the last video for a while because I got to get back to working on my TV show. So this will probably be it for a while. Real quick, real strange thing. If you've seen this before, this is where the helicopter crash happened. This is called the Finger Lakes. This is where human trafficking happens real bad, apparently with kids. And this is Hunter Biden's back tattoo. That's really cussing weird. Yeah, it sure is. Helicopter crash a few days ago. And then Finger Lakes, a bunch of kids trafficked here, and then Hunter Biden's back tattoo.